Hello and welcome to another edition of I Love My Job. I'm your host, Jessica Bogie, and today we are talking to a used-to-be housewife who is now an entrepreneur to one of the most biggest businesses on the East Coast. It's actually an animal entertainment business called Stoney the Party Llama. Now, this woman is not only an entrepreneur, a phenomenal animal trainer, but she's also my mom, Colette Bogie. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Jess. Thank you for that.
All right, so the first question I think everybody wants to know, I already kind of know, but fill me in again. Take me through your career journey.
Well, as you know, we went to Clementon Park that day because you wanted to ride a roller coaster. And it turned into me meeting Stoney the Party Llama. I met Stoney when he was a little baby, fell in love with him that day at the park, brought him, came home with him, and started the business. Now, I guess what I forgot to mention is we lived on a half-an-acre farm, and I really wasn't allowed to have a llama in my backyard. But when I made the phone call to the town, they told me that I couldn't have hooved farm animals, and I reminded them that Stoney had 2 toes. So the story from there was you and I, remember, brought home our llama and started Stoney the Party Llama.
I guess this is an obvious question. What's the most fulfilling part of your job?
Making people happy. Realizing that no matter where I go, I'm able to make people happy. You know, the mornings, you know, at the house will be crazy. We're rushing, trying to load, making sure balloons are on poles and food cups are filled, and then you get there and it's all worth it. You see the kids' eyes light up, and you see people in wheelchairs, you know, rushing down to get to you. It seems like just everybody loves animals. You know, so whether we're doing a nursing home or a preschool, it's just real.
It is. And especially when we're at those nursing homes and we're working with these people who can barely move. Yeah. You know, they're in wheelchairs and some of them are paralyzed, and just being able to bring a little joy into their life.
Right. Like, remember the lady who they told us never talked at all? She hadn't said anything. And when I put that chicken in her arms and she started hugging it, I was just like, wow. And then she looked at me and said chicken and started plucking. And I'm like, yes, chicken. You got it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, it just seems like they break all the barriers.
They really do. And on a lighter note, a lot of people always say never work with animals or children because they're always, you know, something is always going wrong with them. So what is your secret to how you make it run so well that for people like me who work for you, it's just so easy?
I think children and animals, they're just unpredictable. And life's unpredictable. You just never know when something's going to go wrong. So I go into every job just telling myself, it doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong that the kids can do or the animals can do. And I just play off of them. If one of those kids starts screaming, I just make him part of the show. If one of the animals does something unsuspected, like the funny story with the skunk, remember that day?
I think you should tell that story. I think everybody will love that one.
That was a crazy day, talking about unpredictable. We were doing an animal show, and I had Flower the skunk, and I would take Flower out and go pee-oo, pee-oo, all around the circle. Well, when I put Miss Flower over the birthday child's head, do you remember? I went pee-oo, pee-oo, and for the first time in 10 years, Flower decided it was time to pee all over the birthday child. So, and even that, I mean, the people were great. Everybody laughed. They told me it was one of the funniest things they ever saw.
Oh yeah, that was a great moment. Yeah. I mean, not only the skunk story, but there was stories with Mr. Snuggles when he's bitten me during jobs.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I should mention to everybody out there, when we were doing a job once, Snuggles actually came down while Mom was doing an animal show, grabbed my head and hung onto it. I had to bend down and I was fighting to get Snuggles off of me. And I finally did, and nobody noticed because after the show we asked and nobody even knew that Snuggles ever came off the perch.
And I tried very hard not to laugh because I was looking back and I noticed Jess and Mr. Snuggles were both gone. looked back and found her on the floor and was like, okay, and just kept going.
Okay, so I think everybody would probably like to see the animals that you brought along. So what do we have?
Well, we have Miss Dusty here, our fluffy dust bunny from our animal show.
Love Miss Dusty.
And then we have Ralphie is our rescue bunny. Ralphie's a year old, and Miss Dusty there is a Jersey Woolly, and she's 5 years old.
Oh, she's
And then
so
we have
cute.
little Hannah. Hannah's one of our petting zoo bunnies. You gotta love Hannah.
Oh, Miss Hannah is so cute. What else do you have for us?
Oh, I have Miss Blossom here. Blossom's all ready to come out and visit everybody.
Oh.
Here she is. Blossom's a 5-year-old chinchilla.
She's also a rescue chinchilla.
She is. And then I have another friend for you here. I'm going to need my gloves. This is Miss Ava. Ava is a sugar glider. She's cousins to the flying squirrels that live here in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. To let you see her today. And this is Ava. She jumps from tree to tree. She can't fly. She needs to climb up one tree and then jump from one tree to the next. See that? Pretty cool, huh?
Thank you very much, Mom. You were a great interview, and the animals, as always, were very phenomenal. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in today to I Love My Job. Stay tuned, though, because during the credits, Mr. Snuggles will be riding on his ATV quad for you guys. See you later, everybody.